And the Bismillah is something that enlightens all of our actions. It's at the start of every action. Bismillah, right? In the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's a story of a woman, and this woman, whatever she would do, she was a very blessed woman, whatever she would do, she would always with Bismillah. Pick up the pencil, Bismillah, pick this up, Bismillah. Everything was Bismillah for everything that she would pick up. And people would make fun of her. They were like, oh, what are you doing? You're saying Bismillah for everything, right? And then one man decided like he's gonna intellectually like make fun of her, like with like, you know what I mean, kind of give her a little mental warfare. So what does he do? He goes and he gives her some dirhams, right? Some money, some dirhams, gives it to her, and then these dirhams, she takes these dirhams, and he says, listen, can you keep this with you as an amana, just as a trust, just to keep it safe with you, and I'll come back and get it off you. So she goes back to her house, she opens the door, Bismillah, right? She walks into the hallway, she goes into the room, Bismillah, sees the door to the safe, Bismillah, puts the lock inside, Bismillah, opens the door, Bismillah, puts it inside the safe, Bismillah, closes it, Bismillah, walks out the house, Bismillah, right? Hafidha, she's protected this Bismillah, with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this man, he comes, sees her go out, gets into the house, opens up the safe, takes out the money, and throws it into the well. Right? Throws it into the well. He then meets her later on and says, you know, my dirhams. She's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, of course they're protected bi Bismillah, by the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She doesn't know what's happened, right? She's been out running errands. So he says to her, so he's like, he says, I want them now, like, can I come get them? So she's like, okay, let's go. So she went back to the house. Again, she opens the door, Bismillah, walks in, Bismillah, opens the safe, Bismillah, opens the door to the safe, Bismillah, and there's the money all there, as it was. Not only that, but it had the water residue on it from the well, right? Has the water residue from the well. He's shocked, like, how could this have happened? What's happened? So he's like, let me see this, right? He needs to make sure it's real. Picks it up, right? And he's the one who wants to give her mental warfare. He's now mentally, he has problems now. He's looking at the money. He's like, it's all wet from the well, so it did happen, right? And then, you know, he then realized that what this woman was doing, for someone puts their trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how can Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let that person go? You know, how can Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, someone with so much trust in Allah, everything, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So what happens? He starts to cry, right? And he says, you know, this is what happened. And she's like, well, how did you think this could happen when I was saying Bismillah for everything? This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is an affair with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's the one who's protecting all of this, right? So the tradition of saying Bismillah is a tradition that we have to that we have to revive in our hearts, you know, for everything that we do, Bismillah.